order hitter up, runner in scoring position. Oh, now this one's high and deep.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. MLB The Show 2024 Seattle Mariners. You already know what it is. Spring training time, baby. This is really my first look at franchise modes. We'll just look at it real quick. Everything's pretty much the same. We got just different colors and different kind of artwork, but the concepts are pretty much the same. The only thing that's really different is the PPI list. I understand why, but it's just kind of weird to put it in the game, but whatever. So that's really the only difference right now. Pitching rotation for Seattle is pretty good. Everybody kind of got knocked down a little bit compared to 2023, but everybody's still good. You can see all these guys have a ton of potential, so they're going to be great. Our bullpen's a little weak. Obviously, it's spring training, but we don't have a whole lot of big arms in there. I know that the Mariners traded some of their bullpen pieces away last season for some reason, but anyway, and then of course the lineups, the new additions, Luke Raley, Jorge Polanco, Haniger, and then Mitch Garver over here. We'll adjust these lineups later and mess with it a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I think overall the Mariners have a lot of power on this game, which is a lot different than 2023, so that's pretty cool. The right-hander with a DH, I think Rojas will be our everyday third baseman. I don't think Luis Urias is that good. Mitch Garver will DH. So the nice thing is I'll be able to rotate Mitch Garver and Cal Raleigh kind of back and forth. So kind of like what I was doing on my other franchise, where we can keep Cal Raleigh in the lineup, you know, so he can play almost every game and hopefully hit us 30 bombs again, which would be great. So as far as right-handers, Josh Rojas leading off, I think that's fine. He's still a pretty good hitter. I like what he does. J.P. Crawford in the two-hole, he's pretty much the same as he was on MLB The Show 2023. Although I will say he's got C potential. He's probably not going to get any better than how he is right now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Should still be pretty good. Julio Rodriguez, obviously, pretty much exactly the same. Cal Raleigh, pretty much the same as well. Now we kind of get into some interesting things. We got Mitch Garver, probably going to hit in the 5-hole, right-handed bat. A lot of pop against both sides. That'll be good for me. Jorge Polanco actually brings a little bit of pop too against righties, so that's nice. Ty France just still really isn't that great. I mean, he can hit a little bit. Hopefully he does better, but he's still kind of as far as first baseman goes, it's kind of rough to have a position that generally is an offensive unit where he's, you know, a pretty average hitter. Luke Raley in left. I think Luke Raley in left will actually probably hit 6th. I think that'll be good. Polanco, and then probably France, and then Haniger. And Haniger actually isn't too bad. He's got a little bit of pop. 65 is just enough to where you can still catch some barrels. So that's right-hander. And then left-handers. They do have Sam Haggerty in there. He is good against lefties. I'm just not quite sure how I want to play that right now. I hate platooning guys because I like it when a guy's hot and we can get him into the game regularly. Because even if, you know, maybe he's not that good, if he's swinging it good, he'll catch barrels. And then if they bring in, like say if we've got a lefty on the mound, they bring in a righty, we've got those guys in for the late innings, which is almost more important. So I don't know. I will say this team is not nearly as good against left-handed pitching. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. To me, I think we'll plan on keeping Rojas in the lineup against lefties and then just kind of going from there. We'll keep Cal Raleigh in as well as a DH just in case they bring in a righty. So our starting lineup against lefties is going to be pretty weak. Honestly, I think the best bet is to have JP lead off against everybody. Hit France 2nd, Julio 3, Garver, Polanco, probably Rojas. Probably Rojas, Haniger, Raleigh, and then Luke Raley down at the bottom. Luckily, Luke Raley's got some speed. So that's kind of our lineups right there for the season. And then, of course, the pitching rotation, as is going to be great. There's a bunch of dogs there, so that's cool. So, all right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that's different on franchise mode. It's pretty much all the same thing. Same sort of stuff that we're used to. I haven't really gotten into the scouting or anything like that, but it looks like it's pretty much the same concept, so that's all good. Like I said, the gameplay, there's a little bit of difference with the hitting. I can feel it. You need to start your swing a little bit sooner, it seems like, but also it's a lot easier to hit fly balls harder. So on higher launch angles, you can actually hit the ball a lot harder. Like you can hit a 97 mile an hour exit velocity at 44 degrees launch angle. That was not something you could do in the other game. It was kind of capped. The hard hit was capped like right at 35, 38 degrees, somewhere in there. So that's kind of new. But other than that, same old franchise. We'll get into the gameplay here next video, and we'll get that uploaded for you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take care.